there telling me I'm screwed. So I'm like, well, you've only got one witness saying that I said it. That's hearsay, right?
Yes, sir.
So 6 weeks come, they find no more information. They lick down my dad's house, they arrest my dad. They arrest my dad on committing to make petrol bombs and trying to arrest my mum. They arrested my mum.
Whoa. While you're on remand, they've arrested your dad and your mum for what?
Well, they tried to get to me, bro. To admit it. They've arrested my mum for perverting the course of justice. Arrested my dad for making petrol bombs. My dad's an old man, like, he don't involve himself in that shit, bro. But mind you, I've only just started talking to my dad now. From years ago, like, so me and my dad ain't even that close to even, he don't even know what the fuck's going on, bro.
He's fuming, go on.
He's fuming, bro, he don't know what's going on. I just gotta speak to him and he's arrested on petrol bombs, bro. Like, and then, yeah, so they arrested my sisters, my mum on conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, saying they're hiding my clothes and they're trying to get rid of shit. They're passing on messages to intimidate the witness, like, which is the security guy, yeah? So basically the security guys come out with, I'm trying to intimidate him, I'm sending him man to his house. So I got done for perverting the course of justice now, I've been rearrested on that.
Okay.
Get me? And then, yeah, they said, they've sat me down, right, they brought me back in 6 weeks, and they've sat me down and says, do you want your mum to go down? Do you want your dad to go down? And God strike me dead, this is the honest truth, guys, I've got no reason to lie to you. I've never seen corruption at its finest, right? They sat me down and said, do you want your mum or your sisters or your dad to go to prison? I said, no. They said, well, that's the way you're going if you don't tell us that you've done it. I'm like, what? They're like, if you don't tell us you've done it, we're going to arrest all your family and we're going to keep kicking off doors. You need to go guilty. I'm saying, bro, I'm not going guilty to shit. I'm saying, no, allow that, bro. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm not doing nothing. You're bribing me now. I'm not going to fall for your tricks, bro.
Yeah.
So then they let my mum and dad go, but they blocked me from contacting them in Nottingham prison. They blocked me and they blocked me from visits, and then they moved me to Sutton and fucking full Sutton. So I went to a double ACAT because I thought I was getting to the witnesses. Do you get what I mean? And yeah, it was from there I was going back and forth from full Sutton, and then I went back to then the judge ordered me to go back to Nottingham because I was too far, you know, miles to come back to trial. But then I was in what's it called? That down the block. I was down the block. They wouldn't let me out the block while I was on trial for a bit. They wouldn't let me out the block in case I get to people. It was weird, bro. I've never seen nothing like it.
Solitary confinement, yeah?
Yeah, solitary confinement. I lost my words then, but yeah, we know it is the block, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they kept me down there for a bit, and they blocked my mum, my sisters, and my dad from visiting me or contacting me.
When you was down the block, was the block officers, the screws, was they liaising with them? Was they trying to give you a tough time when you was down there?
Do you know what? There wasn't really, you know.
They stayed neutral. They stayed neutral.
They stayed neutral, you know, bro. Like, obviously, it was a big thing in it. But remember, I'm not gonna lie here, bro. I'm not saying I'm Al Capone or I'm the most G'd up person, but at that time, yeah, I was on smoke. So I'm saying, bro, remember where you live at, bro. Like, remember you're in Knots, innit? Like, remember you're in Knots, bro, pal.
Come on.
I said my to your mum's house, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Outside of Nottingham gates, bro. Don't take me lightly. And then some of these ones took it as a joke, but some of them took it serious. Do you know what I mean? To where I'm getting nickings, bro. I'm getting nickings for threatening staff and all this bullshit. Do you get me? So, like, they had to keep me for their own safety. Remember, they put me in full Sutton because of the shit I was doing. Like, I was sending coded messages through my people to try and get witnesses touched. I'm not exaggerating. I was trying to get witnesses touched, bro. So, obviously, while I'm sending coded messages, but then they've had to find a law to block me from doing that because that's still my family ties. You get what I'm saying?
So they block off your visits, put you in full Sutton, which is a dispersal. Yeah, okay. So at this stage, then they haven't really got no evidence on you. They're trying to play.
Now I'm going back and forth to court. Yeah, that's a question.
Cool. Listen, I've studied law, bro. I've seen thousands of cases. I've never heard of this in my life. So you're telling me they implemented a new law or a law where the witness, you can't get to cross-examine a witness the witness doesn't go behind the screen, and they just provide a statement which is gospel and you can't challenge.
Yeah. So what your barrister and the prosecution will do will argue the statement behind closed doors, and they'll say we'll put in this bit where we're saying it might not be facts, it might be this, and they argue it. But the be all and end all is the statement's still written out, it's written, bro. You might take out the little one word, but it still says what it says, right?
And that statement
is the one that
read to the jury, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can't challenge it.
I can't challenge it, bro.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is where I say it gets worse, guys. I've never seen a kangaroo court like this. Yeah, I've never seen this in my life, brother.
Never. I've never ever heard of that, ever. The worst I've heard of is people going behind the screen. But what I want to ask you is this. At this point, when you realise that this statement is going to be submitted, did you know that it was by her, and did you know that she had been paid, or she was claiming that
So she didn't get paid until got convicted. But I knew she was trying to get it. So I sent man to her house, bro. And this has already been facts anyway. So I'm not anything I'm saying has already been established, right? So I sent man to a yard, bro, to intimidate her. Right? I sent man to a yard, bro. Yeah. I said, you want to grass? Yeah, then I got hold of something, got on the next man's pin or whatever, rang him, said, Joe, go to our yard, sent man to our yard to intimidate her, bro.
Is she, hang on, so after the bombing and all that, the petrol bombing, is that the yard that you went to?
That's the yard that I was at, yeah.
Whoa, so evidence is peak.
Yeah, it's peak, bro. It's peak. But think about this. She said I didn't mention the riots, and I just said I was going to go out and link my brethren and go looting. That's what she said, yeah? But she wasn't there at the time when it happened. I never rang her, and I never went back to her house and spoke about it, what I did. So really, is it really peak? It's not really that peak, bro. Do you know what I mean? Other than she's threw in a couple of more statements like, oh, well, I was worried for going to the police because I know about him and I know what he's capable of. You know, the normal shit, but bitch, you knew about me when I met you and you still carried on with me. So don't use that now you're scared of me business. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, that's what I don't understand. So anyway, that got used and it was all, get me, it was all rolled into one ball and it was exaggerated. And
so, right. Okay, so the trial starts, yeah? And that's what
Mind you, got 40 man in a room, right? 40 man in the biggest trial that's ever happened in Nottingham history.
How many of you are standing trial at the same time?
40 man, bro. In the dock.
And all of you in the dock?
Yes, my broski.
That's madness. Why didn't they split it up?
Reggie, 40 man, 40 fucking barristers, bro. Imagine how massive, how mad that room was, bro. And 5-month court every single day.
40 guys being on trial at the same time.
Reggie, I'm beefing half these man, you know. They're putting me next to man and they're fighting with them in the cells downstairs, you know. Me and these men are getting it cracking and I've got to sit next to them and their families all coming in because half these men are beefing, you know. Remember, I didn't see their face behind this mask. I didn't even like half these men that was on trial with. I'll raw see. It was peak for them, man. And when I'm seeing them all chained together and we're walking through the Crown Courts under the cellars, and they put me in the cell with these men. I was tearing it up with them before I went upstairs, bro.
Mental.
Mad. Mad. And they knew this. They wanted to get me wrapped, bro. They tried it. Putting us all in the cell to fight each other. They knew. They're not dumb. Man, they're going up there with black eyes and bust up mouth and all that, bro.
You say you lot are getting it cracking.
Cracking, G. These man, remember, these man, I've done a lot to certain man, and man have done a lot to me, yeah, right? And I've seen these man. The truce is over now. You're in the cell with me, you little shit. The truce is done. I'm fighting, fighting, bro. Like, truce is done. You're all telling me about, like, you get me this other man that I'm scrapping with. Then I'm hearing other man in the cell like, yo, when you get out, watch his peak. I'm saying, alright then, yeah, suck him on what? Alright, cool. And then check it next day. I'm putting in the cell with my man, and the man's getting it cracking, bro. Like, he was, you know.
Did you give evidence?
Yeah.
You gave evidence?
I went in. So I went and gave evidence, right? Because I thought, like, yo, bro, I'm good at speaking, innit? Fuck 'em. Like, either way, the destinies is gonna be in my hands, innit? Like, if I get found guilty and I didn't give evidence, I'll be pissed because I'm like, why didn't you get up there and say something? So I thought, fuck it, I'm going on a stand. But even that was a mad team, bro. That was a mad team. But if you want to meet, so they had a video in the background of the petrol bombs getting thrown at the police station, right? And they kept stopping it, right? And every man's masked up, they kept stopping it saying, bro, is that you? I'm saying, no. They're like, bro, is that you? I'm like, no. But stop. Is that, freeze frame, is that you? I'm saying to the prosecutor, you don't even know who I am. So you don't know who I am on there. Why the fuck am I even here? To get what I'm saying? I said, you don't even know I'm on the scene. You don't even know. You're pointing to people on the background, bro. You don't even know who I am. If you can't come say who I am clearly, then why am I even on trial, bro?
Mental. That's crazy. So as far as the prosecution are concerned, then, because they're asking you, they're pointing at different figures on the camera, on the video, and that's you. What role did they say you played?
The top role, bro.
How can you play the top role if they don't know who you are?
But this is my whole argument point now. So this way it comes later on in the trial. Yeah? So mind you, man are taking deals. Yeah? And I'll say, I don't care about these man. I always think they're snakes anyway, bro. Yeah, other than a couple of brethren that I still chat to. Yeah. Other than a couple of brethren I still chat to that I'll never slag off. Some of them, you know, my friends to this day, right? One of them is my very close mate. He took a deal, right? But I understand his reasoning behind it. And I know he didn't snake me in the deal. Do you understand what I'm saying? These man was staying not guilty. The jury's seeing them, right? And next thing they know, these men have disappeared and got 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Like, but I'm still up for an AM, bro. So clearly someone's saying that I'm #1 role, right? Someone of these men are pointing out I'm #1 role, right? More than one man, right? But for me to get #1 role and there's no evidence of this, how did they know that I'm at the front of this group? How did they know that? Someone's snitching, bro.
That's crazy. And they're ops, so you can't.
And they're ops. Brethren, listen, at least come and do me something to my face. Don't shaft me like that, bro. That's some, like, right, if you're gonna, I always say this, right, I'm not gonna go too deep in it, but you've got to keep it gangster, but don't turn into one of them, bro, and start snitching, and then try and keep it gangster after, bro. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it was mad. A lot of them, because I called them all out, bro. I called them all out. I said, you're all snitching. I said, you're all grassers, and you're all snitching, bro. Guess what? When I called them all out, guess what they all tried to do? Turn it on me. I said, you're snitching, you're a snitch. I said, wait a minute, you man all took deals, but I'm staying strong, bro. So how can I be the snitch? I'm standing on a stand saying I do not know one of these men here, knowing that I know all of them. Even if they're my ops, bro, I know who they are. But I'm standing on a trial, I'm sitting pacing, I don't know, check it. 2 minutes later, a man's took a deal, I've just said to him, he's just gone guilty on a deal, gone guilty, the jury's seen it, and then I'm saying to man, I don't know him, I don't think none of these was involved. But then now they're taking deals and going guilty. So how does that make me look, bro, on trial? Like I'm lying, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I keep it triller, bro. You know me. I know, you know, I know a lot of man snitch. That's all I can say. A lot of man snitch because I had no hard evidence, right? They had notes on me. They had no forensics. They didn't even know that was there. And all of a sudden, I've got #1 role. Yeah, I'm fucking leading everyone down there. Yeah, and you know which one I am. So, but you can't pinpoint who I am on the screen, but you now know you've got a witness named O, one of these fuckers who's standing in the box with me, named O or C or whatever they're calling them by letters, right? Snaking on my bro. But they're reading out their evidence and just saying this person's identity is protected for this, but they know who it is. But they'll show the drawing who the person is, but they won't let me know who it is, bro. Do you understand?
Mental.
I've never seen nothing like this. Like, I've never seen nothing like, I've never been involved in nothing like this. Mind you, like, I've seen this shit on TV, but I've never seen that. Like, reading statements, I've never seen that, bro. So, yeah.
Bro, I've never heard of that in my life, bro. That I didn't even know they could do that.
Guys, this is not...
What was that? That's wild. So, okay, so you give evidence.
Yeah, 12+2.
Then... You're waiting for the verdict. At that point, were you expecting a not guilty?
I'm expecting not guilty. Because they haven't produced nothing in front of me, bro. They haven't produced nothing in front of me. They've given me this, told me that a girl saying this is this, and this is this. I'm looking at them like, right, and you've got no forensics, you've got no one pointing me out that was there. So I'm good. I'm looking at it like, I'm good, bro. I'm getting found not guilty, bro. Done.
So okay, the jury go out after 5 months. Yeah. You're waiting for the verdict. You're nervous, but you're confident. Slightly, you're thinking you'll go home. How long was the jury out for?
Jury was out for. It was. You know what? To be honest, it was quick, bro. Sorry, I just got some trolls on here. Just reading the silly comments.
I've been blocking them over here. I've been blocking them.
Yeah. So anyway,
instant
let
blocking.
me just verify this quickly for this troll before I block him. I got 12 plus 2, me. Yeah, I did. I got 12 plus 6 plus 18 months. That's what I got. So yeah, all for the same thing. Anyway, so yeah, let me just break that down quickly as well. I got 12 years for arson with intent to endanger life when I got found guilty on that. Because I got found. So basically, halfway through trial, the AM got dismissed.
Okay.
So why it's got dismissed now is this. It's got dismissed, yeah, because they've said that the police had a fire exit. They chose not to use it. No one blocked the fire exit, and no one stopped them from leaving the building. It was their own choice to put out that blood clot fire outside their front doorstep, but they had an exit route, right? So my barristers argued in judging chambers saying this, they've had an exit route. Why is he getting done for this when clearly they've had their route and they chose not to take it? That's not his fault. So anyway, that's been dropped. Now the verdict's gone out for 2 days, right? I'm confident. I'm like to my people, yo, I see you in a minute, you know. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm like, yo, I'm going home. Telling everyone I'm going home, bro. Next guy I know, Joy come back, stand up, they read out the verdicts. Remember, I'm number 1. So they're reading my verdict out first, right? I get guilty, bro. I'm like, I looked at my family, I hear my mum and my sister scream like I've just been bodied, bro.
Mental.
It was mad. That scream of my sister, it don't compare to this day, bro.
Mental.
It was mad. The scream of my sister makes it. You know when a mother screaming when someone's been jumped or like the only scream I can compare it to is like if I've been stabbed in front of them, bro. It was mad. I just hear her scream and cry.
They wasn't expecting it either.
No, they weren't expecting it.
Okay, so you get a guilty. They remand you for sentencing, or they sentence you on the spot. You get remanded, right?
I get remanded. I get sentenced a week later.
Okay, so you get sentenced, and then what prison do you go to?
Go back to Nottingham.
Go back to Nottingham.
I go back to solitary confinement. I go back. I haven't been on. I was on the wing for a week, and then obviously, because the blocked all my phone calls and all that, I jumped on the netting, stripped down. You know, the whole Charles Bronson type of thing. Baby oiled up and started having out with them. So they took me back to the block, bro. So I was back in solitary confinement.
Okay, so you're back in solitary confinement. What I wanted to ask you is, during the trial, did they make a big thing about making the connection to Mark Duggan? Was they mentioning Mark Duggan, RIP, during the trial?
So, yeah. So what they did is went into, sorry, I forgot. You know, you have to remind me about these things. I'm glad you gave me a
man, we're here, bro. We're here.
So what they said, right, yeah, is in the trial, to make the connection due to that. Remember, on my Facebook, I'm looking up fuck the police and hate the police and Mark Duggan and all this. I'm looking all this up on Facebook, not knowing they can go into my Facebook. I forgot about this, but they went into my Facebook and seen all the history, what I've done. So now they've made that link through that. Do you get what I mean? Even though they knew the riots were happening, that's now their evidence to go against it. So I hate police, this is Mark Duggan, this is why it happened. Do you get what I mean?
So
that would fuck the whole system up, bro. So they didn't want to, but then they took me to Stockton. But Stockton was a high security CCAT anyway at the time, bro.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like they gave me any better. If anything, they gave me worse.
Just to give these, before we continue, let's give these guys a recap who's just coming. Guys, double tap and share the live app, man. I appreciate you. This is Lance. In 2012, he was convicted of petrol bombing Nottingham police station during the Mark Duggan riots. R.I.P. Mark Duggan. And yeah, I crossed paths with him in jail. And yeah, good guy, all of that. I'm going to get back to the story. So, okay, how long was you in Stockholm for?
I did. Fuck me. How long did I do? I didn't do long in Stockholm, you know, because I kept my behaviour down till, like, you know, when I went there, I wanted my DCAT. Do you get me? So, you know how it is in CCAT, you want your freedom, right? So you're going to do everything you can for it. So I've done my fucked up stage now. I'm thinking, yo, I'm on DCAT material now. Next year I have to go through it, bro.
Come on.
You know how it is, right?
Come on.
I'm like, yo, I'm licking arse, bro. I'm serving.
Why are you licking arse, fella?
Right, listen. No, you know what I mean, right? The screws, right? That was a waste, though. I'm not gonna lie, that was a waste for that. But you know what I mean? Like the screws, I was a screw boy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like in Stockholm, I changed from. They said they couldn't understand my behavior. They read my
What's the screw?
paperwork.
Hang on, wait there. Stop. I gotta stop you, bro. Yeah. Because you're saying you was a screw boy. What's a screw boy?
All right. To me, a screw boy is doing. Like I'll just say, oh, you're gonna help us with this? Yeah, I hope you're. Oh yeah, oh, do this for us. You know what I mean? Just to get a positive, you know, just to get a positive. I'm like, yo, yeah, give me a positive then. Well, guys, if you don't know what a positive in jail, a positive goes on your record, right? And it's something that helps you progress. So we will say, he helped us with the bins today. Yes, I did, me. And you get a reward written down, right? In your record.
Yes.
And once you get the reward written in your record, guys, it helps you towards your DCAT. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
Do you know what I mean? The more positives you get, the more it looks better for you. You get enhanced, etc. So to me, I was doing everything they asked for me. If they told me to take the bins out or help with someone on the survey or do this or clean up, I'll do it.
But you're a cleaner though, right?
Yeah, well, survey, yeah.
Okay, you're survey, so you're just doing your job, bruv. You're not.
No, but you know what? Like, man's helping giving out the canteens and all that.
Yeah, but no.
Even though I was teething them, bro. I was teething
off. Hear what I'm saying, bro. No, hear what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. When it comes to giving out the canteen, they will get out the trusted ones, right?
Right, trusted. Alright, we're gonna change it from screwboy to trusted prisoner, right? I hear you, cause that sounds like I'm some muppet still. I'm ain't a muppet.
Yeah, and bro, listen. If you're working to get your DCAT, bro, they get out the trust. They get out the trust. They're laughing. They get out the trusted ones, bro.
You want how you live in it.
The guys who've got a positive mindset, they're gonna get you out, innit?
Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie, my bros. I can smell the freedom from there, G. So I'm you know,
you're working the ticket. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. I'll be real with you, yeah. That's just how the system works. I used to go a bit further. I would get 2 cats, pay them. Listen, here's what I want you to do. You get the hot water, get the sugar. You're gonna bun him up, threaten him. I'm gonna come in and save the day. Yeah, and get the positive.
Aye. You think I don't know about them settled ones, bro?
Yeah. Right? So if you're dickhead, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'll come like, oi, you lot, hold it down.
And then you got a positive, right?
And the screws are right down. Yeah.
Exactly. Guys, if you don't know about jail, this is what man do. Man will set up a thing, pretend they've calmed it down, right? And get a positive. No, obviously, man know like what you're saying.
I'm by a young black girl. She's only about maybe 24, and she asked me to be her mentor. Yeah. So I was mentoring the mentors. You get it? Yeah. And then I got headhunted by one chick called Marion, who ran. She ran like the drug course, alcohol course, assertive course,
Yeah, all them things, yeah.
It was all in one, yeah. And I was her mentor. You get it? Plus, I'm slapping one of the gal them, but I'm in the place to be, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Like,
Yeah, you got your freedom, you're allowed to walk around the jail. I hear that. No, I know what you're saying.
and remember, you know, you got to be an aunt. Like to have a DVD player and them things. That you got to be an aunt, bro. It's about lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So
For
okay.
me, obviously, like, I'm only going. I'm like, see, I mean, even that I'm taking the piss when I say screw, but I don't really need it too deep like that.
You're not on badness, and you're moving pro-social. You're not gonna move our man them
usually. What they tell me to do to get what I want. So be all and end all is I'm still manipulating the situation anyway. Because I want you to write me a positive so I can get my freedom and a decaf.
Standard, but listen, do you know why I laugh here? Because at that stage where I kept laughing, I kept drawing you back, bro. It's about racking up as many positives as you can.
100%.
Do you get it? Whether you're manipulating or...
I had like 60, bro, before I went to decaf. Man, I had 60, bro.
Right, because right now you're pro-social, right? So it's pro-social behaviour, just for handing out the canteen.
No, but let me break it down. Coming from BCAT, man that know me on it, there's a couple of man, yeah, that do all this pod shit, yeah. Certain man that do this pod shit that I saved in Loudon, bro. I saved the arse from getting dealt with, right? And the so-called bad man's on this thing, yeah, and doing all this podcast. I'm not gonna say any names because
Whoa.
Let me get in this, bro. Let me finish. I'm not going too deep into it. But when I say this, yeah, these are the man, yeah, that are saying to me now, oh, when I seen them in CCAT, when they come and follow me, oh, Lance, you're moving mad you're moving like a screwboy because I'm behaving myself. But when I'm on smoke saving your ass, yeah, it's a different type of thing. Oh, you're not seeing me as a rear, but now I want my freedom. Man, are like, you're a screwboy to where I'm fighting, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who you talking to about screwboy, bro? Rap that. Like, don't call me no screwboy, but I want my freedom. You understand? So that's why I'm trying to break it down to you in that way. I'm not trying to go for anyone on your team, but I'm sick of man.
No. I won't even stop you. I don't care who you come for. The reason why I stopped you is I was like, right. I was just wondering who. That's all. Because my head immediately thinking. But we leave that for another day. So okay. So how long are you in?
When I finish this podcast, I'll directly message you and tell you who, and you're gonna know who I'm on about from Knots.
They're from Knots.
They're from Knots, bro.
Okay, alright, cool. So alright then.
They've done a few podcasts and all this. I'll direct message you, know it is. I've confronted these youths already about their bad behaviour, man. But yeah, I'll message you.
Alright, cool. So alright then, so how long are you in Stockholm for before?
I'm in Stockholm for 2 years. No, hold on, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry, lying. I'm in Stockholm for 12 months.
And you get your decap from there?
I get my decap from there. My first review, I get it. Boom, gone.
Where did you go?
North Camp.
Okay, and so you landed there, and how long was you in there for? What was the first job you got when you got there?
Wasn't it with you?
I don't know if it was with me.
I think it was in your job shop, bro.
Was that the first job you got?
That's the first job. Remember, I was anti. You kept saying to me, "Oh, come and work, my man." I'm like, I don't want to do a job, bro. I'm comfy, but I'll walk around and do laps on the field, bro.
Yeah, guys. Like basically, when he got to decap, I had the best job in the jail, which was the job club. To explain what the job club is, it's where all the prisoners go to get their jobs. If you want to work outside and you want to find out what jobs are available, there'll be a list of them.
Remember, I got an outside job, you know.
Huh?
Remember, I got the outside job as well.
Yeah, I know. It'd be and it basically if you want to work outside, the list of jobs will be in the job club. Also, just say you're working in the kitchen. The way it runs is, I think like we can move about from 7 o'clock in the morning, and from 7 o'clock in the morning I can go to the office and get the key to open up the job club, or how I was running it, I'll just keep the key. So at 7 o'clock, I just go straight to the job club, open up the job club. It was tinted, yeah? It's from outside, it was dark. Yeah, so you can't see in. So 7 o'clock, I'll go in there, lock the door, take out my mash, and I can use my phone till 9 o'clock. But because there was 5 people that worked in there, and yeah, they was kind of like, they used to snitch in it. And if a man snitches on you that you got a phone, you're gone. So I needed someone trusted to come and work in there. So I found Lance. I'm saying, yo, Lance, I want you to come work in the job club. I'll pay you excess amount. He's like, fuck that, bro. I don't want to do no work. So I'm telling Lance, don't worry, bro. You don't even have to come to work, bro. You're going to get paid. I just need you on the payroll. So then I put him on the payroll. He's there. So let's say on a Monday, on the payroll working, will be me and Lance. I'm just in there on my own, on my mash. When anybody comes in, I deal with them. I'm calm. I just got access. And I used to basically live in there. I'd get my food, go in there, bring gal in there. Yeah, the most things going on in there. You understand? Yeah? All right, back to the story. So that was your job, yeah? Okay, that was your first job. Okay.
Then I got the outside job, didn't I? From
You know
there,
what?
I got the outside job.
I remember now. You didn't want to do nothing. So
They
that was
wanna do
perfect.
shit,
That was
bro.
perfect for you, though, right? That was
Well,
perfect.
I look to you though, but you that for me, bro. Like, listen, I didn't mind sitting down, but when you man are asking me to do the odd thing, I'm like, fucking, yo, this guy, bro. He was, what? Yo, he's the one who wanted me to work in here, fam. What's he doing?
Mental. But yeah, nah. So that, as you know, that was the reason why I wanted you to come and work in there. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And
no, I get you, because you were saying that to me anyway, my bro. Big up Smithford. Yo, I remember you telling me, lads, oh, come and work in here. And I remember the conversation, you know what I mean? I even, like, in my head, I just read it all in my head anyway before you said it. I remember the conversation, because, remember, the job club was right near the gym. So I remember saying, so I don't know if you can remember, something like, oh, what can man go gym, like, just from here, like, do you know, go in the gym when you want it and all that. Remember, I was a gymhead, wasn't I? So, yeah, or do you have to stay in there all day and all that? I was actually a big question, because I was lazy with it, guys. I was lazy. Like, do you know what it is? When you've done such a long time in prison, right, and people know this, even though you're in it, you just want to walk around. If you're free, right, and you're allowed to come out of your cell, and you've been confined to a cell for years and years and years, you want to just walk around free. You don't want to be sitting in the office. And that's what, like, the job club was. But like you said, you was doing your thing in there, the mash was in there, whatever you was doing, you get me?
oh, brother, listen to me, bro. Yeah, bro. Basically, bro. That's my spot in it. I got a key. I got my mash in there. I'm calm. I got the man. Them. You know, we had the farm. You know where the farm, innit? You know, people like families or officers can go and buy lamb, beef. Yeah.
Yeah, beef, everything.
Cool. With the man who's running that, my girl, I had a girl who lived out in the road. She used to link them, give them all my food, like Kentucky, whatever it is. They bring it in. So we was living like that still. Do you get it? You know, like that.
I used to do the runs, my guy. I used to do the runs.
So okay, all right. So what then? So okay, so how long was you in North Sea camp, and did you get parole from there?
No. So what happened was, right, I was doing my outside work. I was in there for 2 years, bro. Just under. I think I was in there, like, I think I had 6 months left when I went, right? So I was in there for hold on, 4, did year 5, 6, 7.
Hey, wait, I'm just remember.
I was in there for about 18 months, right?
18.
18 months, so a year and a half.
But I never made it there. But I was just laughing because I'm just remembering every day I got my shirt on. I got my laptop. You know, right? I got my laptop and I got my shirt on, and I'm just rolling like Mr. Squeaky Clean. I'm doing the most. Understand?
Yeah.
I'm doing the most, bro.
Come on, man got an outside job, bro. I'm looking back thinking, how the fuck could I got that? I was flooding that time at that time. I was doing it, bro. I remember, right, doing the runs over the, you know, with the fucking yacht, where the field is, where the farm is.
I got remember. Do you know that remember that rapist Mega?
Yeah, Mega, yeah.
Did you see when I posted him up the other day that he's a rapist?
Yeah.
Did you see me post him the other day?
Yeah.
I posted him up on TikTok. Yeah, but he wants to be a rapper. I'm saying, pussy, you're doing a 5 for rape, pussy. What are you talking about? fact you want to be a rapper. I posted him up, bro. Mega. Yeah?
Listen, guys, like explain North Sea Camp, they come and give you, when you get into that DCAT North Sea Camp, right, they tell you 70% of them are wrong and indeed. You're not allowed to
70% of them.
You're not allowed to talk to him, and if you do, you get kicked out of jail, bro. You can't
That's
say
right.
nothing to him. So we have to put up with it, bro.
Mental.
But anyway, let me go back to your question. Yeah, I was in there for 18 months, and then I got kicked out because I ran off on home leave.
What?
So I met one gal in it. I was also going university, wasn't I? Once a week.
Okay.
Doing the peer mentor thing. I was doing the peer mentor thing, but the higher one, like level 3 or some shit. I don't know what it was, right? The drug counselling. Yeah. I was doing the drug counselling in Lincoln University, but it was like it was a different part of the university. It was for more like not invalids. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't the students. It was like just people, normal people that was going in there, like kind of people that I had bad past or do you know what I mean? I don't know, like young mums and whatever was going in there. Get people that got time for university.
Brother, it's uni, bro. You get one day out a week, you're outside the jail, and you know it go. You find a girl who's local. You know, that's how it goes, man.
I think that was local. She was nice, she was pretty, and she was on man, bro. So obviously I found her, but bun this. I'm not going back there. They put a wrong in my room. Right, they rang me and said, this Mr. Man's going on my room. I googled him, checked his name, turned out he was doing whatever he was doing with his kids. And I said, no, bro, if I come back there, I'm going to rip his head off. So, boom, I bounced off on a home leave, didn't come back, stayed at the girl's shop.
How long did you have left at that stage?
6 months.
Oh, you only got 6 months left, either way.
Either way, I'm done, and I'm out, right?
So, okay, so where are you with this local thing, doing the local thing?
I'm doing a local thing, innit? Right. Obviously, I'm at my BMs and all that. I'm not going to go into that. She don't really want to be mentioned or whatever. But, yeah, I met this local thing, but then obviously after that, I met my BMs as well. Like, I met my BMs, but I was kind of with her, the first thing, and then got kicked out. No. Done my thing, ran away, got caught, went to finish my 6 month off, I went to Rambit, then met my baby mother. Do you understand me? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew my baby mother before that. So like me, yeah, I was just doing my thing, bro. I was out in DCAT. I was like a kid in a factory shop. So I was just meeting gal and just doing what I was doing.
Yeah, come on, man. That's what DCAT's
7 years
like,
in
man.
lots of me. You know what I mean?
That's what. Listen to me. That's what DCAT's like, bro. Man, when I go on day releases, I had my chick. She says pull up. And I was gone with her, you get it? So that's how it used to go. But
but yeah. Anyway, that's how I met my BMs as well. So it was all one of them, bro. But yeah, fucking yeah, I got kicked out.
Wait, how long before you got caught after you done the runner?
2 days, my bro. Yo, Bridgie. Yo, listen. Remember, soon as they put my picture up, you know, I'm in Grantham these times, my guy. I'm in Grantham. No, Grantham is hella racist, you know, bro. Hella racist, Lincolnshire, bro, in the countryside with some racism.
I know where it is.
I'm the darkest one in the town, bro, at the time, you know. They knew me straight. When you run from North Sea, they put a picture of you, you know, like in it with the.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. But obviously, I know that, but I don't know that. You mean? They got to find you.
They put the thing up on the news. Then went to Ramby. I finished my sentence there.
Okay, how long did you do in Ramby?
I've done about 6 months. But I got 2 weeks added on to my sentence I got sentenced to 2 weeks for running away. Do you understand me? From absconding. I only got 2 weeks because it wasn't really absconding because I was on license. But I breached it. Do you get what I'm kind of saying? So I was already found out, but I just didn't come back. Get what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so you was it parole you got, or was it just your EDR?
It was just my EDR. So remember, you don't realize I was under the old law, but I went under a parole sentence. I only went under a parole sentence when I got recalled. Then they can let you out on parole, right? But I was under a straight do half. So I got 14 to 7. And I got released after the 7 years.
Okay, so you're released. What's happened when you're released? Are you released to an address or an AP? Did you get a tag? How did it
I
go?
got released, check it, so I got released homeless, bro. So they kicked me out, right, and said, here you go. Gave me 80 quid, yeah, and said, fuck off, find your own job. Mind you, I'm Mapple, right?
Right.
I'm public protection, I'm the serious fucking, they need to know where I'm living, right, and all this bullshit. But they just kicked me out, bro, and let me go. Like, I was like, huh?
Okay, and how did you find that after being away for so long?
DCAT helped me because remember when I went away there was BlackBerry Messenger, guys. BlackBerry Messenger. I'll come out and in DCAT luckily I got used to using the Samsung. Like they Samsung S7 and S8 them times, wasn't it, yeah? So like I'm like, yeah, I'm getting used to the touchscreen thing, but the touchscreen thing one day when I got locked up, it was only the BlackBerry. I'm not used to the touchscreen thing, so lucky I got used to that and known a bit about iPhones and touchscreens and all that, yeah, Samsungs and all that for me to know. But with getting used to man, I'm not used to it today. I'm still institutionalized, guy, my guy. I'm still institutionalized. Everyone says it. I actually have it down on the doctor's notes that I'm institutionalized. You understand?
What now?
Now to this day I have that, like I've actually got doctor's notes to say I'm institutionalized, bro, because of the behavior that I carry on after the years of being locked up, bro. And it, you know, I can't help it. So I found life struggle. It was a struggle, bro, to get back to normality. Remember,
How long?
this,
How long you been home now?
I got recalled recently, you know, bro. I've only been out for 2 months again, you know. I did 7 months not long ago, you know. I did 7 months, got out 2 months ago, and then finished my license, bro, and I was done 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, but 7 months.
So I did 7 months. So I did 7 months back on recall on my license for not staying at my address, and for breaching the time. So they didn't have a tag on me. They said someone seen me out after this time. Do you know what I mean? And
What do
done.
you mean? Oh, was you on a curfew?
I wasn't on a curfew, but they said I'm on residing at my address. So they say
How do they know
anything
that?
past,
How they know? How they know that?
bro. It's people out on the roadside watching, man, knowing that I'm on license and grassing on me, guy. Like they know that most people around my BM's area knows that I'm on license, bro. So they all hate me around here because they all know me. They all know me because do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It's obviously I've come to the ends, yeah. I remember I've come to some ends and I'm putting people straight, like Daniel. Like I'm not like kind of carrying on the same smoke that I'm on, but I'm not a dickhead either. Like if you man are shotting in the corner with my kids, right, I'm gonna switch, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's still man that, like, name a yard that are bringing crackheads outside my house and things like that. Do you get me? So I'm gonna go out and switch. So these man don't like me anyway, because I'm going out there and badding up people because they're bringing shit to my yard, near my yard. So these, I think it was set man that I just told him, yo, he's not even meant to be at these times. Like he's here. And most of I think they had a picture of me out, and it had the timestamp on in out of my house. Do you get what I mean?
So okay, so you got recalled 7 months. How did you find that? Did you going back to
Right?
jail again?
Horrible. Horrible. You know why? Because all right then, did I get back used to it? Easy, easy. It was strangely weird how I could get back used to going back to jail, bro. That's
Bro,
nuts. Like that's nuts. Man got down. Man, yeah, was I depressed? Yeah, but I got down on my bed. I was like this. Yo, I had a routine. Boom. Straight back routine again, and it got in my head easy, bro. Mad, bro. I was in that new jail as well. I was in Foss Way, bro. Where they're mixing them wrong uns with you together, bro. Like you're all together and it's normalised in there. The mixing man like that with you, normal people on the wing, bro. It's weird, bro. So obviously I'm like I got used to it and I just went back into that violent stage, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm fighting every single day. Every single day. You know what I mean? My baby mother can confirm this, bro. She upstairs, she can tell you now, bro. I was in there, and every time she had a visit, I got broke down. My face is mashed, and but you know what my kids or I'm talking about yo, my man. I just had to fight with my man. I just licked him down. Look at him. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So I was constantly going back into that. I was pissed, bro. So I'm constantly going back into that stage of being back in jail. It was easy, and I went into that straight. violent mode, straight fighting every day, bro. It was
You
weird.
ain't no choice.
I had no
ain't
choice, bro. Plus, no, but the thing is, it was scary because how can you come out, yeah, kind of get used to life, be working a normal job and everything, get recalled, go back to a jail and become a monster? That's nuts. So how can you go from that working man, being around your kids, being a family man, to go back to jail and then fucking turning into some sort of shit that no one recognises? You understand? So it was just
It took you back.
It took me, bro. It took me.
It took you back to where you didn't want to be, where you had been before, but you got no choice. If you don't do that, you're gonna get fucked up in there, innit?
Bro, and that's people forgetting this new jail, yeah, is a different type of jail, yeah. Big up my people in Fossway, but yo, this jail there is not that's not a normal sea cat, guys. Anyone that's been in it, it's a raw fucking jail. There's stabbings in there daily, bro. So it's not a joke jail. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's one of the worst sea cats I've been in.
So okay, all right then. So you do your bird, you come out. But what I wanted to ask you, when they released you, they didn't give you a home and use NFA. Did you have a girlfriend? Did you go and stay with her?
So I got a baby with her, but I wasn't with my beings. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Did you go and stay with her though?
When I got out this time, when
Last
I got
time,
out,
yeah, when you
no,
came out.
No, I went back to. So basically, I rented out a yard before I come out. So someone's got the yard, and I managed to rent it and secure it. Do you get what I mean? So then probations have said, "Oh, yeah, you can go there." They wouldn't let me back home anyway because they wouldn't let me back home with her. I'm not like me and her are friends. I'm not with her. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But we're good friends for the kids' sake, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like they still wouldn't let me, even if I wanted to, they wouldn't have let me live here because they're saying that I'm a danger to my kids due to the gang shit, the gang side. But even though it was years ago, I'm a danger to them now because the shit that I used to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember, they have all on record. I haven't told you half the shit I've done on here, but you know, I don't think I've even told you personally. But I'm not about that life anymore anyway. You get me? I'm changed now. So I don't really want to go into it, but the affiliation I had and the people that are around me and what I did and what they have on record wouldn't allow probation. Bro, it's only now that I could be in this fucking house, you know, why I come off probation. They wouldn't let me near my kids, you know. Fucked up, bro. Even though I'm a good dad, like, they wouldn't let me near him. Do I argue with
Let me just correct these guys, because someone said your name. Let me just correct these guys. Someone has said your name's Craig Moran. No, his name's Lance Francis. He's from Nottingham. And in 2012, he was convicted of petrol bombing Nottingham police station during the Mark Duggan riots. And yeah, I bumped into him in Nottingham prison and in DCAT. When I gave him a job, he didn't want to work, but I told him, you don't have to come to work. You don't have to come to work. I just need to put you on the payroll. I just need to put you on the payroll so I can do my thing.
Plus, you didn't want Rollins in with you anyway, bro.
That too.
Do you get me?
That too, bro. You know how they, you know they were saying, who's Mark Duggan, please? I'm from South. Mark Duggan's from Tottenham. He was killed by police. R.I.P. And that's what started the riots in 2011, I believe. Was it 2011?
2011, mate, yeah.
Yeah, 2011. That's what kicked off the riots. Started in Tottenham, spread straight across London.
Guys, don't know as well. I got the longest in the UK. 100%.
Boom. So I want to ask you now, right? So you've come out this time. You've been out 3 months, yeah?
Yeah.
How have you found it to adjust? And obviously, I've seen you jump on TikTok. How did that transition take place?
So I've been on TikTok for about a year now. But obviously, I take the 7 months of being away, right, in jail. I don't even know how that transaction happened. So I was working, and do you know what? With me, like I only have my circle of friends small. Do you know what I mean? Because I find it hard to trust with, even down to what man did to me when when they grasped on me, bro. Like certain man I don't trust. I have like 4 friends in my life that I trust. Yeah. So I don't really go out, and mind you, I'm a different type of man now. I'm older. Do you know what I mean? I'm 30 fucking 8 years old. I'm not that type of man to be going fucking out clubbing every day and enjoying my life, because I'm not at that stage in my life. I've lost that stage to jail. You know, even though I'd love to have it back and have them clubbing days back and the young lads, I missed all my 20s, bro. I was in prison for them. So I come out of a big man, like a big 30-something-year-old man. So now I'm closer to chilling, and I thought, what can I do, right? That's gonna make me happy, because I don't really go out there too much, right? And I like talking. You know, I could talk the fucking brains of a donkey, bro. But you know, I love myself for one, and I don't think there's any shame in that, guys. And I get a lot of cussing for loving myself.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that.
Do you know what I mean? So I love myself for one. For two, I've got a lot to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Including, I suffer from ADHD, my guys. So that's another thing as well that brought me to TikTok. Do you know what I mean? I could just go on and on and on and on and talk to myself, even if I'm not talking to anyone else. It's just about socializing, bro.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? It's about socializing and showing, because even the people that are on here, right, know, on my side, know that I'm real. Like, I've not told them what I've done in my life. So this isn't a shock to anyone that's coming on here now, unless they don't know me and they come on my shit. It's a shock to them, but everyone knows, but I've told them from get-go what I've done, where I've been, and whatever. So I've even spoke about my life story on here.
You keep it real, man. I saw one of your lives. It was yesterday. It was the day before. I was just passing through No Diddy, and I see you say you said, "What the fuck? Why do you fucking begs think I fancy you? I don't fancy none of you fucking begs,
bro." You know what it is, bro? Like, you know, there's a lot of fake. Let me get this down here. There's a lot of fake people on TikTok, and I'm sick of it, right? I've only have certain people like subscriptions and people following me and people liking my videos and supporting my lives, because I do go on a lot of lives, right? They support me. Do you get me? And down to the abuse, it goes over my head on there, you know. Man can say what they want to say to me, but bro, look where I've been. You think that's gonna affect me? That you think I'm a knobhead or you think I'm this and that? Don't care, bro.
Come on. So if I want to ask you, just give me that.
Release for me.
I'm going to repeat this for the last time. His name's Lance. He's from Nottingham. In 2012, he was sentenced to 14 years, I believe, for petrol bombing.
And you know what? Let me clarify this, yeah? It wasn't actually 14 years, you know. I got a sentence of 25 years, not 14. But I got most of them rum concurrent. You know what that means anyway. But my sentence was 25 years. Do you know what I mean?
What was your no? That's the combined. What was your actual sentence?
The combined sentence. Yeah, I got combined, but I didn't do 25 years, guys. If you don't know what concurrent means the sentence to the one team and the sentence to the other, but they're separate sentences, but they'll run at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. So you got a 12 or 14. You got 14 in it.
So I got 12 years, and I got 6 months for perverting the course of justice and 18 months for the blackmail. So I've got 12 years for the actual.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so yeah, he was convicted for petrol bombing. Nottingham police station.
Cannon Circus.
And yeah, here we are. So that's
we're doing this interview, right? But don't think I find any of this bullshit like I'm proud of it. I just want to clarify that. I don't think it's good.
You're not glorifying nothing. It's not even that kind of interview, bro. It's an insightful one for people to just know who you are, what you're about.
Do you know what it is? I just like to make that clear, because certain people might come on here and think that I'm trying to play a role or you know, like trying to act bad, but I'm too grown for that now, guys. I'm past it, right? So I'm only being truthful for what I did. I'm only telling you what I did back in the day. I remember when I did these things, I was 23 years old. or under. So I was a young guy at the time.
Someone's asked, did he get diagnosed with ADHD inside? Because that seems to happen.
Inside, no, but it took years to get diagnosed with it. So I got diagnosed on road, but I got diagnosed with that when I was 33. And I'm 38 now.
Okay, so then, how are you finding this TikTok? Are you finding it's helping you settle back into normality?
Yeah, it is. It is, because you know what? It helps me to, you know, I'm self-employed anyway, but I work for myself and I do jobs for myself and I talk to customers anyway, so that helps, right? So, but TikTok also helps me to communicate with people, because sometimes, guys, I still have that fight or flight situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't help myself sometimes. So I feel like I'm in jail again, because if someone disrespects me, right, I have to say something or approach the situation. I can't let it slide. Do you get what I mean? Thank you for the hug. I can't let it slide, but that's my problem. I think that was gained from prison, and I've not ever let that go. Do you know what I mean? If someone's looking at me funny, I'm like, who the f you looking at, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always been a situation like that, and I don't think that's ever going to go. And that's me, maybe that's a safety mechanism because of jail. Do you know what I mean? Man, I've got scars all on my body. Like, I don't talk these things. I've got scars all left, right, and centre on my body where man has slashed me and done whatever what they've done. My body's full of scars, right? So maybe that's a little thing to say, yo, I don't want none of that again. So I just straight defence mode. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I need to break out of, man. It's very hard, and that's why I'm institutionalised. Do you understand me?
That's, you know what, being institutionalised is yeah, it's a thing, man. I remember meeting someone in DCAT. He was institutionalised so much that he couldn't go out on day release.
Crazy.
He could not go out. He could not go out that gate.
I think I know who you're on about.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember the youth, man. And he's like, I can't go out. He used to have anxiety about it and all that.
He couldn't go out. Like, they're saying, you got to go home. He goes, no, I can't go. And he couldn't go. So it's a thing. Okay. So, but the first thing is that you've recognised the issue that you've got, because that isn't.
Will never leave me alone. My name comes up, they stop me, they stop my car, they try and terrorise me, they look at me funny, they come to my yard, 10 of them come to my yard for something stupid. It's mad, yeah? But how can someone break out of something if he's still treating them that way? Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not involved in them, but I can't help who are my people. I can't help that. It's not like, it's alright then people say, well, don't associate with them. That's the people that I grew up with, that I love, like my family.
Yeah, but here what it is though. Right now your record's clean. You ain't got no license.
Nothing.
You haven't got probation. You got probation?
No probation, bro.
Okay, so your record's clean. You ain't got no probation. You ain't got no license. So the decisions that you now make are up to you, innit? So if you've got friends who are in the hood still gangbanging or still involved in crime, still involved in guns, you've got to make a decision. That decision is, you can risk it all and be around them, because anything can happen when you're around them because they're still in that life, or you can just keep it to the phone and stay away. But if you're gonna link these people, your friends who you still love, and they're active in the game, then you ain't really moved away from the game.
But it's like one of them ones, right? Yeah. How like, I get you. I keep these man. Don't get twisted. I'm not with them like that. Yeah. But if they want to call me and they want to talk to me about something that, remember, all these men that you think are gangsters always have a soft side, you know. These
No. That's fine.
Like,
Hear what I'm saying? That's fine. Talking to man is calm, but what you got to know is, what are you talking about? So as long as you're not talking nothing funny, you can talk to them every day.
No, it's straight look, bro. It's straight look. You know this, to this extent, yeah. I jumped in a man's, and this is when I had to go at him. I jumped in a man's car, right, when he was being under surveillance for the team, and I said to him, no, this I went mad for. I said, bro, you know my situation. Don't ever put me in a whip when you know you're being followed and you know you've been watching, you know you're on some opting. Like, don't ever do that to me again. And he went, Lance, I'm sorry. that shouldn't happen. I should have told you. But I was only taking you down the road. I said, yeah, I hear that, but these men are still watching you and seeing me jump in your car, so it looks, you man are making profits and all that. I'm making nothing and I could become dragged in on something.
Hear what I'm saying to you? Hear what I'm saying to you? What you said there is key, yeah? That you jumped in someone's car, you didn't know they was on the oboe, and you could have got, yeah? You can't put your freedom and your life in the next man's hands.
Oh,
so
100%.
what you got to understand is, if you're going to link any man who's still active and still got a criminal mindset, you're putting yourself at risk. But here what we're going to do, the people want to ask you some questions, yeah? You okay?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, what questions you want to ask, guys? Come with the questions.
Listen, guys, the last time I did an interview was on BBC, you know. So I don't really talk to him. And if I didn't know this man here, he would have not got nothing out of me. I've refused people. Like, I'm not lying to you, but he got...
First thing it asks is, can I ask, how did he get diagnosed so late in life? There's bare man that have it and have to mask it. That's ADHD.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm glad you asked that question, guys, because I'm all about this, you know, ADHD thing and opening people's eyes, yeah? I did an online test, so I thought I had something wrong with me. So basically what kept happening, I was in relationships and I wondered why, you know, from young, I wondered why girls are always saying it's you. And if you Google ADHD, guys, right, you understand that it causes a lot of relationships to fail. If you know this, this is the biggest thing with someone who has ADHD can't hold down a relationship, right? So I'm thinking, what is my problem? What's my problem? Why are these girls always saying it's me? I'm sure it's not me. I looked it up. Well, it could be me then, because I don't know, sometimes I'm doing this or that. I done an online test and yo, bro, because one girl told me I think you got ADHD. Done it all, checked out the test, did the test, and then I showed, I got a high score on the test saying that basically I got ADHD. And then I showed it to the doctor referred me, and then I got diagnosed. I had to wait 2 years on the waiting list, and I got diagnosed 2 years later. So yeah, man.
What jails was he in? He was in Nottingham jail, Stockton, North Sea Camp, and Ranby. Was it Ranby?
A home house in Middlesbrough. I've been shipped around the country, guys. Like, there's jails that I can't even get off the hand of my head. Like, I've been so many because of my behavior.
I need to get in the gym. This is ridiculous. Did you get any extra days?
Yeah, I got altogether. I think I got like 19 extra days. And I got a charge as well that I bust case in London. I attacked someone in it, hot watered someone in the face, man, and I got charged outside charge, and I got it dropped because the guy didn't give evidence. But yeah, it was mad still. And I got 19 extra days for assault and stuff. So
someone's put. How long did it take to actually feel free once you was home?
Mad. I still don't feel free to this day. Remember, guys, I'm actually off license now, and I still feel like I need to go probation. You're never free when you've got probation, guys. Right? You know the constant scared of being put back in jail, and the constant scare of like, if I go back to jail, I'm going to go back for 3 years on my license, 4 years on my license. So it didn't really hit me. To be honest with you, I was free.
No, but it never goes. It doesn't go away, mate. I got one girl who keeps telling me every time you're going probation, yeah, she's the day before she goes, you're just funny.
Yeah, funny, because it stays there, bro. It stays with you. So even though you're free, and I was eating food and got everything, I was still on curfews, I was still on map, I was still getting watched every 5 minutes, I still had to report in 3 times a week, I still had to, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm free, but really am I free? I'm not.
What mapper was you on?
I was on mapper 2, tier 3.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Yeah, bro, I had to hand in my phone and they had to download all Brethren, I wish I could go and find my license now. I just wanted to give the people a demonstration of how serious my license was, guys. It was, sometimes I felt better in prison. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, that's a serious mapper. I heard someone I heard that little fat little transformer fat Mac telling a live the other day that I'm on a serious mapper and my mapper's so serious that I shouldn't be online. What he doesn't know, my mapper's very, very low. I'm on the lowest mapper there is, #1. Because the reason being is before I even come out of jail, my record's squeaky clean. I'm a professional author. I ain't got no issue with Jakes. So I just want to set that straight because I hear people running around this app talking nonsense. My map is the lowest. My map is the lowest it can be. You get it? Because they know if they follow my phone, if they bug my phone, my lifestyle, don't commit crime. Someone's put, what message have you got to the youths to stay away from gangs?
Yo, bro, don't do it. You know, I talk to my son all the time, guys, yeah, and you don't understand, right? I've seen people die. Listen, guys, right, if you knew what I went through, yeah, it was horrible, guys. I can show you one side where you think I'm a bad man, but I can also show you the other side to gangs where, guys, I've been kidnapped, I've been talking stripped naked in woods, bro, like, and seriously beat up. I've been stabbed. I've got a stab mark here, like big, massive stab mark there. Do you know what I mean? I nearly died. My family's had to see me in intensive care. Like, that's one thing that I can tell you guys, right? Is think about your family when you're doing it. That's all I've got to say to the youth. Think about your family, because your mum don't live forever, your sister don't live forever, your brothers and your grandma and your granddad, that you're gonna lose if you go to jail for life, because you will be caught. You will be caught and you will do something more serious after. You know what I mean? It gradually builds. First it's this, and then it's that, and then it's murder, bro. There's no going back from there, bro.
What
Stay
was
away
the
from
wor-
crime.
what was someone's asked, Jammy J72's asked, what was the worst um violent act you saw in prison? What was the worst piece of violence you saw in prison?
I seen someone get so there was 3 Manchester guys and a London youth, yeah? The London youth owed him some money. So he said, yo, I'm not paying you. Took out his little shank, I'm not paying you. It is what it is. So these men all ran out now, hot watered him. But this wasn't just hot water, guys. This was oil, burning oil, to where it burnt his eyes closed and he couldn't open them. His face was melted, and then they started juking him in his face with
Hey, Joe is savage, you know.
savage.
Jay is savage.
The guy died twice, and now he's blind for the rest of his life. You guys, remember, Mappa 2 Tier 3 is also, right, the petrol bombing the police station is just a part of it. Remember, I was also a gang member. I was a gang member, certified, knowing that their information in intelligence suggested that I've done a lot more than the petrol bombing the police station, guys. So you have to remember, intelligence takes it a lot further than just the actual act. You understand me? So the actual act of what we're capable of drops it further. So if anyone knows about MAPA, it's not probation, it's probation, police, intelligence, and other agencies that all go on that. So that's why I was so high, because they needed all the agencies to watch me. Like, do you know what I mean? So I've done a lot of shit, guys, that other offences that I've been done for, you know? I've been done for other offences and I've been found guilty of other offences. 3 years is not the only sentence. I've been in jail since I was 16, right? And I've done all sorts of bullshit, guys. So, do you know what I mean? Don't think I've just so they know about my life. They know what I'm on. They wanted me locked up.
Someone's put, I wish you well with the rest of your life outside. That's from Carol.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Someone's put, big up Lance. Someone's put, how did he get caught? What was the evidence? We've been there already. We're not going to recap that again. But yeah, bro, listen. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Just answer this one question before you go.
You ain't got to go. Just letting you know. Respect, man.
Carmen said, did you ever have any grief for leaving the gang? Not really, because most of them are like family, bro. I just said I want on in it, is what it is. Never got drama because I put in so much work for these man. They man can never give me drama. And hopefully there's one man that's actually on my TikTok, yeah. I'm not gonna say a name, who's watching, yeah, and he's my people, man, and he knows the work that I put in for my people, so he understands it. He's not part of that life either. So, but You know, he's my friend. He's my very good friend. And we both left, and we both leave that shit behind, guys. So it is what it is.
I've got a question for you. Have you got any concerns about going back to prison? What would it be for?
My temper, brother. My temper. You know, I can. You know, it's sad in it because I can't control my temper. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I think it's a thing that, you know, you know, if I'm driving and I see someone and they try and pull in front of me, I'm getting at the car and trying to create drama, and I'm like, why am I doing
You
this?
can't do that. You can't do that.
I know, but you know what it is with me? Like, I'll tell him to fuck off and go mad, right? But what I think it still is, it boils down to maybe my ADHD. And I'm not just blaming my ADHD, I'm blaming also other things, but because I'm not a normal man, my broski. I'm not a normal guy that's lived the same life as you, that's driving in a car that goes to a 9 to 5, that never had the struggles. I'm actually a man that's had the struggles, been there, I've cried on live because of my struggles. And you haven't seen this. You get me? People that my real ones have seen me cry in tears on live, where I've had to end it because of my struggles of my life. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, that doesn't surprise me. I remember I was in jail with you, bro, and I saw certain. Do you get it?
Yeah, elements, but I ain't afraid to, like. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
You get me? So I kind of know, innit? Yes, that doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest with you. But what I would say to you is, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to manage it. If you don't manage it, you're gonna go back to prison.
Of course. And this is the thing. This shit here is helping me manage it. Streaming's helping me manage it. Other things helping me manage it. When I got my kids in the car, I have to realise my kids are in the car and I can't be acting like that. That's not a good example to show them. Do you get me? Even though my son thinks I'm the hardest man since fucking, do you know what I mean, He-Man, he thinks he can fight everyone, I still have to realise that it's not a good example to be showing anyone, and it's not. And it's down to, like I said, I think it's like people have always had authority over me. So people have to understand, I've been told to sleep, shit and eat when I want, like when they told me to do that. And now I haven't got it, I don't like anyone having authority over me. So when they're telling me to do something, I'm going to fight the green and I'm going to argue with them and want to fight with them and all sorts, bro. So that's my worry. I'm going to get into a fight and I'm going to go back to jail because of that reason, bro.
Someone's tell him to channel his temper to boxing. If Mike Tyson can channel his temper, so can this guy. Facts, bro. You're gonna have to.
Do you know what? Like I said, I'm going to learn on that, guys. You know, but the best thing for me is because I go wild on this TikTok, right? But you have to understand my personality, guys. So if you ever see me on live, you have to understand my personality and why I act the way I act. I sometimes can't control myself, but that's on TikTok. But I know if I'm in. Peace out, man. My brother, appreciate it. Anytime, man, I'll support you, thing. You know this, man. I love to your people over that side as well. Blessings, guys, yeah?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Look, bro, I'll see you soon.
Come on. Yes, people, man. That's Lance, man. I had to interview him. I was in jail with him. Yeah. He's cool still. Soldier, a real one. You get it? You get me? I got the job club locked. You get me? Bare snitches in the job club. I need a real one in there. You get it? Add him in there. Yeah, that's how we're running it in there, man. Decap, man. Office is tinted off. Bringing gal in there. Slapping them in there. You get it? You know the thing, man. That's what we're on still. We're open to get Dwayne in next week. Grenton is working on it. You know Dwayne, he's the guy who was with Stephen Lawrence. But yeah, that's our intention for next week.